Introductions. Mathematics is the field of the study concerned with the structure, order, and relationship that arise from the primitive practices such as counting, measuring, and describe objects' shapes. Other than that, mathematics is used in the many system anthology for the application of number in engineering, computer, geometry, medicines, economic, industry, and among other things. Since mathematics is such an important subject, students must learn and comprehend its greatness and beauty. Mathematics may be described in the general as the abstract science of number, quantities, and space, or as applied to other disciplines like physics and engineering. Three objectives of study. The first one is to identify the background of respondent in the mathematics course. The second one, to observe level of efficiency in mathematics course students. The third one is to identify the characteristics of students taking mathematics course.
For data collection, this research is a descriptive research to consult the attributes of students in mathematics course. We have conducted postal questionnaires to collect primary data which involve 150 respondents of students from UUM. We use Google Form to record variables data because it is easy to represent in Microsoft Excel later in analyzing the data collected. The link is distributed through WhatsApp so the students can easily access to the Google Form. There are 4 sections in the Google Form for respondents to fill. Section A, B, C, and D. In Section A and B is about their background, such as genders, age, and parents' job. Section C requires them to fill about their weekly study time, number of school absence, and their grades in this subject for first, second, and final exam. In last section, there are asked about home to school travel time, participate in extracurricular activities, internet access at home, and current health status. For method of data analysis, this demographic data would be compared to mean score, which is the average level of agreement of each respondent for each question related to attributes for students of University Utara Malaysia in mathematics course. The scale of measurement of qualitative data is nominal and ordinal, while the scale of measurement of quantitative data is interval and ratio. The table below shows the list of measurement scale of different variables. For statistical tool use, we are using Microsoft Excel in analyzing the data collected, since the software is able to generate charts and graphs quickly because the formulas and functions are already available there. The Microsoft Excel helps us in gathering, measuring, analyzing data, and making decisions for our research, and that makes the software is the best for us to evaluate and interpret the data collected.
On the table and bar chart, the result of mean score of the time taken by the student in mathematics course to study per week is highest at 2 hours to 5 hours, which is 18, and followed by 0 to 1 of mean score 10.75. The lowest mean score is 3.5. Mean is chosen to interpret the data because it is the most important and well-known measure of center tendency. From the result, we can conclude that the average of students study at 2 hours to 5 hours per week. In conclusion, the overall mean score is 37.5 and the standard deviation is 26.1087. According to the table and bar chart of number of school absent by student, we can see the highest of mean score and standard deviation is at 0 days to 10 days, which is 14.8889 of mean and 39.5167 of standard deviation. We can say that 134 students out of 150 students in the mathematics course have a good attendance. The overall of mean score of the number of school absence by 150 students of University Utara Malaysia who are taking mathematics course is 16.667 and the standard deviation is 44.2352. According to table and bar chart, the 11 to 15 marks has the highest mean score, which is 62.667. The mean score for 6 to 10 marks and 16 to 20 marks were 57.667 and 18.333 respectively. This demonstrates that students are more interested in academics as a result of good exam results. The highest standard deviation is found in the range of 6 to 10 marks, which is 12.5831. According to table and bar chart, the travel time from 1 minute to 15 minutes has the highest mean score among other mean times. This is followed by 15 to 30 minutes, 30 to 1 hour, and more than 1 hour. This means that travel time in 1 to 15 minutes has a mean score of 3.4839. More than 1 hour of travel time yields the lowest mean, which is 1. The highest standard deviation is present in the 1 to 15 minute periods, which is 2.17364. To conclude, this shows that students only spend a short periods of time in class on a constant schedule. Based on the table and bar chart, it shows that students in good conditions of current health has the highest mean score and standard deviation among the other current health status, which is 4.9016 and 13.3264 respectively, followed by mean score of students in poor condition 4.8469, very poor 4.7681, excellent 4.7567, and fair 4.7162. To summarize, the students in the mathematics course are in good and well condition of their current health status.
Overall, we can see that half of the students are 15 years old, and also we can see that the time taken by the students to study weekly affected their grade in 3 periods. As a conclusion, student characteristics or attributes affected what grade they will get in 3 periods. For example, the students that take 2 to 5 hours to study weekly likely to get lower grade than the students that study 5 hours above weekly in this mathematics course. This is due to computational subjects must spend more hours to study because we must do many exercises in this subject. So, the more time taken by the students to study weekly, the higher grade that they will get in this mathematics course for 3 periods. That's all from us. Goodbye. Thank you.